Hello, people. How? Do bear with me. I am in, and I'm trying to figure out how to charge this so it doesn't die whilst we are having our conversations. So bear with me, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. The feed was interrupted because I needed to make a call. So, yeah, the interruption to the times, the mobile network, it does that. Is it on mobile or is it on Wi-Fi? Because whatever network is unstable. Anyway, I've just arrived from Manchester. When you are in Manchester, these are the things I love about Etihad. Etihad decided to check this in for me as a courtesy, and it made my transit in the airport so much easier. Those of you who are prone to judgment, you're going to have to learn not to judge me, because the things I am going to unpack from the suitcase are for sentimental reasons, no common sense. I brought that, I know, groundnuts from the Ghana shop. As I keep saying, I like to patronize things from their sources. So I bought this from the Ghana shop because you cannot buy Ghanaian products better from anywhere else. The best people to make Ghanaian products are Ghanaians, and they should end up making the profits. I brought Fancy Kinky. This is classic UK packaging. I even brought Banku. I found it, I thought it was very cool, so I brought some. This should be a fruit bowl, but right now in my house it's a kinky bowl. Get used to it. Fruit bowls can become kinky bowls. Yes, they can. I even got me something my family and I are all addicted to: plantain chips. Yeah, and yeah, that's another thing that I spent a lot of time and money buying to bring. Do they have it here? Yes, they do. Why do I buy from the Ghana shop? Same reason. What's spilt? So, where is it? Where is the offending cream? The cream has spilt all over the place, but I can't find the cream. Oh, it's not cream at all. It is the deodorant. So how do you spill? I know it. This is my travel companion, lipase. Not lipase, lactase. All the medication my daughter dutifully packed that I didn't take as religiously. Don't tell her. Okay. And at the moment, this is my travel toothpaste. I know. When I'm going to the UK, I don't bother wear big amounts of anything, because you may end up throwing them. So there we go. This, if anybody decides to throw, won't bother me, because it's nothing. So yeah, very nice. Good morning. So I was having a conversation initially around the concerns people had for me, my safety, my well-being as I traveled. And there she is, there she is. I hope you are not crumbled. You had better not be crumpled. Oh, there's a little bit of a dent, but okay, listen. We will figure you out. This is the greatest find of this holiday. I went and I got my certificate and my transcript. Yes. When I was reading this transcript, I realized, you know, sometimes things happen and you forget. The transcript says that I did 1,200 study hours per full-time academic year. Every year, I studied 1,200 hours. And I did it starting from the 16th of September 2017, and the date of award is the 14th of January 2025. But my Viva was on the 10th of July, so really on the 10th of July, the qualification was given, but I needed to wait for the university processes to rectify and to formalize and to issue the certificate. So yeah, from the official lines, I studied from the 16th of September 2017, and I just finished on the 14th of January 2025. Yo. Ooh. So, this trip, every trip has a highlight. This is the highlight of this particular trip for me. Getting this baby in my hand. That's one highlight. The other highlight is the food. And that's why I haven't gone to sleep yet. And I'm here busy trying to unpack. I got frozen foods. I got some meats, especially. That have been in my suitcase for 24 hours almost. So, best if I almost bought myself into paying excess luggage. Don't judge me. This is kontomire, fresh cassava leaves. Yeah, very necessary. As for clothing, they are barely in this suitcase, barely 2 kg. Yes, I got both roads. Again, don't judge me. And some more kinky. Yeah, I'm looking at this thinking it would be nice if there was common sense with this. And I was claiming that what I bought was sensible, but that would be a lie, so let me not lie to you. Alright, they made it. My meats. I got smoked turkey, I got some lily, I even got frozen giant African snail. Yeah, that's what I bought. Don't judge me. Well, even if you do, it doesn't matter. Even if you judge me, it matters not. Need to figure out packaging for later. Yes. You know when you buy things and you are very happy with your purchases. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. I got myself some acheke. Acheke is a delicious meal. The way it's made makes it very healthy. It's very similar to Daria, couscous and its cousins. The cassava has the starch squeezed out of it predominantly, so yeah. Whoever came up with this packaging of banku, is a genius. This one. Yeah, they make bamboo and they make it airtight. So I brought some bamboo with me so that this evening we can eat bamboo with no stress. The rest of it was kinky. Yeah, these are meats. Woo. 1 second, people. Yeah, 1 second. So the actual conversation I started with was around being brave to make choices. This trip is a very important trip for me. It is very important and I make it annually, okay? And because of how important the trip was, although it was not really guaranteed whether the airspaces were going to be open, I couldn't tell you if I could get stuck when I got there. I just needed to be brave and decide that no matter what happens, I will respond in my own way to whatever develops. And what's developed turned out to be me going and coming back successfully with no drama. Yeah. And if I had been a coward, if I had just gone for what people were saying, and I don't even understand people and why we are so negative. People just enjoy the negativity. Hey, you won't make it back. Like we are not in primary school. The fear-mongering amongst adults is just ridiculous. Don't go. And when I arrived in the UK, the people's notion of where they think I live and what they think goes on here made me laugh. I live in one of the safest places to be. I live in one of the safest places to be. I live in one of the most enjoyable places. Kumasi and night fun on your mind. Why? Have you arrived in Ghana? Girl, if you have arrived in Ghana, let me block you. Hello, darling. You're right, Margaret. If you've arrived in Ghana, let me block you. Because I was supposed to call you. But what happened to me in the UK? Pure madness. Everything was on steroids, moving very fast. So Matilda, can I please sleep a bit? And wherever you happen to be, can you make some time and let's talk this evening? Okay? Yeah. I'm still jet lagged. Got a bit of sleep on the flight. If it was necessary for me to function, I probably could function. But I don't think it's necessary for me to do jack. I'm just going to pull my laptop, send a couple of people in my team messages just to let them know information, and then I'm going to go to sleep. So if you want to speak to me or interact with me or work with me, bear that in mind. I will not wake until maybe 5-6 hours time. When I do, I will start catching up on my messages in the inbox, and I'll be back in touch with you. Okay? Beautiful. The other thing that was very interesting was the taxi driver's reactions. I've seen a few of you comment on it already in the inbox. Yes, the taxi driver is an African guy who meets his African sister, and his expectations of life are capped by his experiences only. So when you say that you are African, his only expectation of Africans is what he is doing and what the people in his social circles are. I was saying this earlier when I was traveling, and I've said this repeatedly on this platform. You can be the same race with somebody, but you may not operate in the same social circle with them. It is the social circle that is actually the determinant. It is. So a friend of mine picked me up and took me to the airport last night. On our way to the airport, he asked me, have you eaten? And I'm like, oh, I'll find something to eat in the airport. And he's like, oh, stop being silly. You have time. And he popped into a restaurant with me. We sat and we were talking and eating. And one of the things we were talking about revolved around this. We were talking because this is a friend from way back. We had our children together. We grew our children together and so on. And we were talking about how far we've brought ourselves, the socioeconomic boundaries that we have broken through to get where we are right now. And we were conversing about some of these things along the lines that people chat about. It's the racial thing. No, it's not racial. It is not. It is social strata. So the taxi driver and his conversations with me, he's an African guy, so am I. But the social circles he operates in differ from the social circles I operate in. And that's why he could not believe that I would have a villa in the place. He knew it's an estate. So when I said I was coming to the estate, he was just curious. What are you going to do in the estate? Why? Why do you live there? But you work in town. Why do you live here and work in town? Because I drive. And then I think when we arrived, I was trying to point him in the direction of the house. I told him my car. We got talking. So I've seen a couple of messages when just before I popped this on, I wanted to put that at the end. No, I don't think he was being rude. He's not. I don't think he was being funny at all. No, those were his genuine reactions. And those are his genuine reactions to his sister, because he sees me as a sister. He picked it up immediately. The problem is when you and your sister are on a whole different spectrum of experiences, it is difficult sometimes to reconcile. Those who are used to dealing with these things are better prepared to deal. Those who are not familiar with those things struggle. And that's what happened to him this morning. You see a person who looks like you, sounds like you, feels like you, and then you project your experience onto. So I'm very sure he lives in company accommodation. So he would expect me to live in company accommodation. He's used to girls here who work at a particular socioeconomic level and they get a certain income. And those girls, will be in accommodation. They will be in partitions. They would be in, and I was on the live feed talking to you guys about some of my stupid adventures. I think that is what actually spooked the poor guy. He just did not have any framework of references to be able to deal with the nonsense that I was just spewing to him. So no, he was not being mean. He was not being weird. He was actually sharing his genuine responses. And it is a reality here. I get that a lot. I don't get it just from African people. I get it from a diverse group of people when they encounter me. And when that happens, sometimes initially it used to upset me and annoy me. But now, what it means is that it's testimony to the boundaries that I have broken to get to the place of operation. You want to see some of my shenanigans? Open the blue bag. I am a Max Games. Blue plastic bag. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go and spend a bit of time in my bed. And when I have done some sleeping and some resting, you shall hear from me. Okay? Mwah.